or good night, whatever time it is when you're watching this video. What's up with y'all? I know I haven't been on in quite a few minutes, but that is because I have some good news to share to y'all. So I have just finished school. I am now a certified yoga teacher. That's what I've been doing all this time when I haven't been going live and I haven't been on here like that. I've been on schoolwork. But now I am completely done. So today we are doing a celebratory live because I am now officially a certified yoga practitioner. Hey, clap your hands for that. Clap your hands for that. Clap your hands for that, period. Certified yoga practitioner, period. And that's why I haven't been live, because I've been in school. But anyway, we're going to celebrate that today by doing a free flow beginner yoga. So if you guys are ready for that, we are going to start in a crisscross applesauce seated position. All right, let's begin. Hopefully y'all can see me, but if not, I can move up some. Let me move up a little. Alrighty, that's good. So like I said before, we are gonna start in a crisscross applesauce position. We are first gonna start with some breath work. We're just gonna be taking a couple of deep breaths here. So if you're ready for that, just go ahead and take your hands, place them in your lap, or you can place them on your knees. And we're going to take a deep breath in through our nose, breathing in for 4. We're gonna hold that breath in for 4 seconds. And then we're going to release that breath for 4 seconds. Pause here for 4 seconds. And you guys can have your eyes closed. I have my eyes closed, but if you don't want to do that, you don't have to do that. Let's go ahead and take another deep breath in, breathing in for 4. Hold it for 4. Exhale it out, 4 seconds. Pause for 4 seconds. We're gonna do that one more time. Deep breath in. Hold it in for 4. Exhale it out, 4 seconds. And hold that for 4. Alrighty, now that we just did a short and very quick breath warm up, we can now actually move on with our routine. So let's take a deep breath in. We're gonna stretch both our arms into the sky as we inhale through our nose. Deep breath in. Stretching both your hands up towards the sky, elongating your spine, reaching the crown of your head towards the sky. And as you exhale, you're going to bring your hands down to prayer. And we're going to repeat that about 3 more times. So deep breath in, stretching the arms into the sky, lengthening through your spine here, stretching the crown of your head towards the sky. And as you exhale, bringing the hands down to prayer. Let's do that 2 more times. Deep breath with me. Arms go up, hands go up, reach through your fingertips, stretch up nice and tall. Exhale, hands to prayer. It's gonna be our last breath here. Deep breath in. Reaching through your spine, reaching the crown of your hands up. Deep breath here. Exhale, release, hands down to prayer. Okay, we are now going to do some seated side stretches. So with your next deep breath in, go ahead and reach both those hands up. And this time we're gonna exhale, but instead of bringing our hands down to prayer, we're going to take our right hand and we're gonna place our right hand on the mat. And we're gonna take our left hand and left arm and we're going to stretch it over towards the right side, getting a nice light stretch down the left side of our body here. And we're gonna hold this stretch for 3 breaths. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. 2 more breaths here. And if you want to deepen this stretch further, you can always lower down onto your right forearm to deepen the stretch on your left side. We're gonna hold this for 1 last breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to release our stretch by taking our left hand and placing it down on the mat, coming back into a seated position. Now we are going to repeat that, but on the opposite side. So deep breath in, stretching both your arms into the sky, lengthen through your spine here. And as you exhale, this time we're going to take our left hand, we're gonna place our left hand on the mat, we're gonna take our right hand and right arm, and we're going to stretch it over our head towards the left side here, getting a light stretch down the right side of our body. And we're gonna hold this for 3 breaths. So go ahead and take a deep breath with me. And a deep breath out. 2 more breaths here, inhale. And like I said before, if you want to deepen the stretch, you can always lower down onto your left forearm to deepen the stretch on your right side. We're gonna hold this for 1 more breath, inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to release back into our seated position, placing our right hand down on the mat. Let's take another deep breath here with both our hands down on the mat. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. We are now going to start to warm up our spine with some seated cat-cows. I'm actually going to turn towards the side so you guys can see exactly what our spine is going to be doing in our seated position. So go ahead and take your hands. You're gonna place your hands on your knees like this. And as we inhale, we're going to expand the chest. Slightly raise your gaze as your spine slightly arches here. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to round our spine, bringing our chin into our chest. And we're going to keep moving with our breath here in our seated cat-cows. Deep breath in, rolling the shoulders back, raising the gaze, expanding the chest as the spine slightly arches here. And as we exhale, we're going to be rolling our shoulders forward, bringing the chin to our chest as we slightly round our spine. We're just going to keep this movement going. Deep breath with me. Expanding the chest, raising the gaze, arching the spine. Deep breath out. Rounding that spine, bringing chin to chest. Let's do that a couple more times here. Deep breath in. Raise the gaze, slightly arch the spine. And as you exhale, bring that chin into your chest. Rounding that spine. We're gonna do that one last time, guys. Deep breath with me. Rolling the shoulders back, arching the spine, raising the gaze. Let's actually hold it here for 2 breaths. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. Let's hold it for 1 more breath here. Inhale. And as we exhale, round the spine, bringing the chin to the chest. We're gonna hold it here for 2 breaths, guys. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. 1 last breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to center our spine. So we're not arching our spine, we're not rounding it, we're just gonna center it straight because we're actually going to do some circular movements here. And I'm actually gonna turn towards the front of the mat now. And we're going to prepare for some circular movements. So take a deep breath with me. We're gonna take our hands, we're gonna place them on our knees. And as we inhale, we're going to roll our stomach towards the right. And as we exhale, we're going to round the spine, rolling it towards the left. And we're just gonna keep this circle going nice and slow. Deep breath in, rolling towards the right, exhale, rolling towards the left. And we're going to switch to the opposite side, but we're just gonna do 2 more breaths this way. So deep breath in, exhale, roll it towards the left. 1 more breath here, inhale. Exhale, roll it towards the left side. Meet me in center so you can repeat that on the opposite side. So this time as you inhale, we're going to roll towards the left. And as you exhale, round the spine, rolling towards the right. Deep breath in, puffing out the chest. Exhale, rounding the spine, rolling towards the right side. Let's keep that going. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. 1 more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, roll it towards the right. Meet me in center. Let's go ahead and shake that out. Shake out your wrists, shake out your shoulders, shake out anything that needs to be shaken out. We're gonna take another deep breath here. And as we exhale, we are going to shift to tabletop. So let's turn towards the side of our mat, place our hands down as we spin around to tabletop or hands and knees position, whatever you wanna call it. So here we are, stacking our wrists under our shoulders and stacking our knees under our hips, settling into our tabletop. We're gonna take a deep breath here. We're actually gonna have our fingertips spread wide just like this, and we're going to grip the mat. So go ahead and take a deep breath with me. And a deep breath out. We are now just going to slightly rock forward and backward, inhaling as we rock forward and exhaling as we rock backward. And if you want, you can start introducing some spinal movements here, rounding and arching the spine as we move back and forward, moving with our breath here nice and slow. These movements should not be rushed. Just take your time and move with your breath. Inhaling as we go forward and exhaling as we push back. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Make sure you keep your neck relaxed by gazing down at the mat. Exhaling as we move back and inhaling as we rock forward. Let's do one more breath here. Inhale with me, rock forward. And exhale, we're going to rock back all the way to child's pose. So let's send our hips all the way back. Optional here to keep the knees close together, or you can spread the knees farther apart, whatever is most comfortable for you. We're gonna go ahead and we're going to lay our arms out in front of us, settling either the chin or forehead down against the mat. We're gonna take a deep breath here and a deep breath out. We're gonna take 2 more breaths here. Inhale with me and exhale it out. We're gonna take one last breath here. Inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, I want you to pick your forehead off the mat and I want you to shift your body forward, coming to lay down on your belly in Sphinx pose. If you want, you can readjust your arms like so and keep your forearms on the mat. We're just gonna settle here for 3 breaths. Go ahead and take a deep breath with me, settling into your Sphinx. Inhale. And exhale it out. We're gonna take 2 more breaths here in Sphinx pose, inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the nose or mouth. One last breath here. Inhale with me. And as we exhale, I want you to take your hands and I want you to place them next to your lower ribs here. With a deep breath in, we're going to push the ground away, coming back up into our tabletop. Readjust here if need be. Once in tabletop, we're going to take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. We are now going to prepare ourselves for thread the needle. And this is how we do that. We're gonna take a deep breath in and we're gonna take this right hand right here. We're gonna stretch it up towards the sky, turning our chest out towards our right side. And as we exhale, we're gonna take this right arm, we're going to thread it under the left arm, sending our right shoulder down towards the mat. Go ahead and lay the right side of your head on the mat as you either extend the left arm in front of you or take your left arm around for a bind. Whatever is most comfortable for you. We're gonna take a deep breath here and a deep breath out. Just sinking into the mat, relaxing here. Take another 2 breaths with me. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling out the nose or mouth. We're gonna take 1 more breath here. Inhale through your nose. And as we exhale, we're going to take our left hand. If you had your left hand in a bind like me, go ahead and release that bind. Place your left hand on the mat. And we're going to unthread our needle. Deep breath with me as we push the ground away. Taking our right arm, sending it back to the sky. Turning our chest outward towards the right side. Deep breath in. Exhale, send that right hand back down towards the mat, settling back into tabletop. We are now going to repeat that on the left side. So deep breath with me, left arm goes up into the sky, turning your chest out towards the left. As you exhale, we're gonna take that left arm, thread it under the right arm, sending the left shoulder down towards the mat. You can either extend your right arm out in front of you, or you can take that right arm around for a bind. Either option is okay, whatever you wanna do, whatever's most comfortable for you. And we're gonna settle there for 3 breaths. So I'm gonna close my eyes because the sun is glaring in my eyes right now. And we're gonna take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. 2 more breaths here. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the nose or mouth. 1 last breath here. Inhale with me. And as you exhale, if you had your arm in a bind like me, we're just going to unbind our arm, taking our right hand, placing it down on the mat. Deep breath in as we push the ground away, unthreading the left arm, sending it back into the air, turning our chest out towards the left. Exhale, send that left hand down towards the mat, settling back into tabletop. Let's take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out as we tuck our toes, pick up our hips, and shift back into downward dog. Now, if downward dog is a bit intense for you right now, you can always bend the knees, generously bend your knees to make it more accessible for you. We're gonna start to paddle out that dog, taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. If you want, you can actually introduce some hip movements here. Maybe as you paddle out your legs, you can start turning your hips from left to right. Maybe even gazing under your arms as you twist from left to right here. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. And remember, guys, we want to keep our neck relaxed here. Gaze at those big toes. There's no need to look up. There's no need to look forward. Keep that head and neck relaxed as you pedal out those legs. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. 1 more breath here as we paddle that legs out. And as we exhale, we're going to find stillness in our downward dog. It's totally fine if your heels do not ground down to the mat. That is not mandatory. They do not have to do that. And you do not have to keep your legs straight. Like I said before, you can generously bend those knees to make this more accessible for you. We're gonna take 1 more deep breath in. And as we exhale, I want you to gently walk your feet forward, coming into your forward fold. Gently walk those feet forward. I know this is the first fold of the day, so we're gonna keep those knees generously bent, making this more accessible. Go ahead and keep that neck and head relaxed. Let it hang heavy here as you take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. As you guys can see, my knees are bent. My legs are not straight. I'm just gently hanging here. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the nose or mouth. Let's take 1 more deep breath here. And as we exhale, I want you to walk those legs back into downward dog. Slowly, there's no need to rush here. Readjust if need be. Deep breath here in down dog. Inhale. And exhale, walk those feet forward, coming back into your forward fold. Nice and slow here. Like I said, there's no need to rush. Keep those knees generously bent. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. 1 more breath here. Exhale, walk those feet back into downward dog. Nice and slow, no need to rush. Inhale here in your downward dog. And exhale it out. 1 more breath here. And as you exhale, walk it forward. This is the last time we're gonna do this. Walk it forward into your forward fold, keeping those knees generously bent. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. If you want to make this stretch a bit more deeper, you can always start to straighten out the legs. You don't have to bend your knees if you don't want to. If you're trying to make this a bit of a deeper stretch for you, just go ahead and start to straighten out those legs as we take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Remember, guys, the fold is not happening in the back. It's not happening in the spine. The fold is happening in our hip creases. We are folding from our hip creases, guys. We're taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out as we walk it down to downward dog for the last time. Walk it back to downward dog for the last time, guys. We're gonna paddle out those legs. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more breath here. Inhale and exhale it out. With our next deep breath in, I want you to bend those knees and kick your right leg up into three-legged dog. Inhale here. And as you exhale, I want you to step that right foot forward in between your hands so we can come into a low lunge. Now, if you need some assistance here, you can always keep your hands on the mat. Or if you want, you can place your hands on your knees, whatever is most comfortable for you. Me personally, I'm going to take my hands, I'm going to place them on the mat, and I'm just going to leave them there. And I'm going to keep my neck and head relaxed as I gaze down, taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. I'm going to take 2 more breaths here, inhaling through my nose and exhaling out my nose or mouth. One last breath here. Inhale with me. And as we exhale, we're going to shift our hips back as we scoot our right foot forward, creating room for our runner stretch or half split, whatever you want to call it. We're going to keep our front foot flexed as we keep our hands on the mat for support here. Let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. 2 more breaths here. Inhale with me and exhale it out. One last breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to take that right leg. We're going to step it back, coming into tabletop. And then we're going to transition into a downward dog. But before we do that, let's take a deep breath here in our tabletop. And as we exhale, tuck those toes, push the ground away, coming into downward dog. Pedal out those legs, guys. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. We are now going to repeat that sequence on the left side. So inhale with me, bend those knees, kick the left leg up, three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, take that left foot, step it in between the hands like so. Lower that back knee down, settling into a low lunge. Optional to keep your hands on the mat here, or you can windmill those arms up. You can either set them on your knee, or you can even leave your hands in prayer, whatever is most comfortable for you. I am personally going to set my hands on the mat. I'm going to keep my neck and head relaxed, and I'm going to take a deep breath here and a deep breath out. I'm going to take 2 more breaths here. Inhale with me and exhale it out. I'm going to take one last breath here. Inhale through your nose. And as we exhale, we're going to shift our hips back as we scoot our left leg forward, creating room for the runner stretch or half split. Go ahead and flex your left foot as we keep our hands on the mat here, taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. 2 more breaths here. Inhale with me and exhale it out. Remember, guys, our fold is happening from the hips. It's not happening in the back. It's happening in the hips, guys. 1 more breath here. And as you exhale, we're going to take that left leg and we're going to send it back into our tabletop. Go ahead and settle in tabletop for 1 deep breath here. And as we exhale, go ahead and send those hips back, coming into a kneeling position. Walk your hands back. Take a deep breath with me. And a deep breath out. Go ahead and use your hands for support here as we spin our legs around, coming into a seated L-shaped position. Inhale here with me. And as we exhale, we're going to use our hands and elbows for assistance to lower all the way down against our back. Just lay all the way down. Come flat against the mat here. Lay your head and neck against the mat. Go ahead and lower your legs down, coming into Savasana. We're gonna settle here. Let your body sink into the mat. Relax your muscles, relax your joints here, and settle for a couple of breaths. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. We're gonna settle here for about 5 more breaths. And within those 5 breaths, I'm not gonna talk anymore. I'm just gonna give everyone a moment of silence. Do what you will with that silence, whether you wanna set an intention for yourself, wherever you wanna pray, whether you wanna meditate, whatever you want to do in those moments of silence. I'm gonna give you guys time to do that. And we're going to start that right about now. I'm gonna give you guys a couple more breaths here, a couple more breaths of silence here in our Savasana. When you guys are ready, if you're not ready, just go ahead and continue your Savasana. But for those of you guys who are ready, just go ahead and start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, start to awaken your body once more. Start to rotate those ankles, maybe even rotate your wrists. Do any micro movements you need to do here to start to awaken your body up once more. Let's take another deep breath in as we continue whatever micro movements and adjustments that we want to do. Let's take another deep breath in. With our last deep breath in, I want you to raise your knees up, placing your feet flat against the mat here. We're going to walk our feet closer to our midline, close enough for our hands to reach out to our knees or thighs. Once your hands either touch your knees or your thighs, I want you to grip them and bring them closer into your chest. Hug your arms around your legs here, taking a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Let's take one more deep breath here, hugging our legs in tight. And as we exhale, we're just gonna roll over to your favorite side, whatever side you wanna roll over to. And then we're gonna use our hands to push ourselves against the ground to come back up into a seated position. Go ahead and meet me back in the crisscross applesauce position as we bring this practice to a close. Let's go ahead and take another deep breath in. And a deep breath out. If you want, you can keep your hands on your knees. Maybe even have your hands in prayer. Maybe even have your hands just seated on the mat. Whatever's most comfortable for you. Me personally, I'm just gonna take my hands, I'm gonna place them on my knees, and I'm gonna close my eyes. That's optional. You don't have to close your eyes, but I just find it relaxing, so I'm gonna close them. And whatever variation you chose to sit in, we're just gonna close out our practice by taking a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And with that, I bring this practice to a close. Thank you guys so much for watching this video and for going through this beginner yoga flow with me. Like I said, I'm going to be more active on y'all. I just finished school. You know, I had to get my teaching certificate, okay? I had to get my teaching certificate so I'd actually be able to teach yoga for real. And now that I got that, I'm going to be more and more active, doing more and more videos, beginner videos, advanced videos, intermediate. I'm gonna be doing all levels, all type of practices, hatha yoga, vinyasa yoga, hot yoga, restorative yoga. We're going to be doing it all, guys. There's going to be a lot more videos coming and a lot more shorts as well. So just look forward to that. Look tuned to that. And with that, it's time for me to start packing up. I will read all the comments before I go. I will read every last comment, but let's roll up the mat first. Let's actually do that first. Alrighty. Whew. That was a good flow. That was nice and gentle, beginner friendly. Let's roll this up. And I know the roll is not perfect, but it's all good. It really don't matter. Alrighty, and now I'm gonna read all the comments like I said I was. I'm gonna read all the comments. Alright, so let's scroll up real quick. Alright. Annabelle Martin said, hey, what's up with you? What's up with you? Thank you for joining. Charlie said, I don't know what that really means right there, but thank you for joining as well. Thank you for commenting. Venom Effect said, if I was a troll, I have so many jokes. I'm not, so keep up the good work. Thank you. Thank you for not being a troll. We appreciate that, period. Shout out to Venom for not being a troll, because it's a lot of trolls out here. I have my share full of trolls, you know, and you know what I do? I just be cursing them out. I just be roasting them, because like, how you gonna troll on the yoga channel? Need to get your ass up and do some yoga, period. And that's usually what I say when people troll on the yoga channel. I be like, if you was doing some yoga, you probably wouldn't be trolling, period. But let's keep it going. First _ Dami said hi with the waving hand. Hey, what's up with you? What's up with you? Okay, and let me read this last comment right here. Does this say like Arsh? Like ARSH? That's like Arsh, right? Look, I think that says that, but I can be wrong. And if I'm wrong, you can just correct me. Just correct me. I'll be wrong a lot anyway. But anyway, they said hi with the waving hand. And then they also said damn. And then we got one more comment. Does that say Arnaz? Look, y'all. I don't know how to pronounce everybody's name correctly. If I pronounce your name wrong, just say that. Let's say, you didn't say that right. And I'll be like, damn, my bad. But they said hi as well with the waving hand. Hey, what's up with y'all? Thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all for commenting. And I will see y'all again next time. For real this time, I'm not going to say that and then be gone for a month. I actually mean it. I will be back maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after tomorrow. I will be back. I swear, like. Hand up to the sky. I swear I will be back. I won't be gone for another month. I just had to get my certificate. I'm going to teach people something if I'm not even certified. You feel me? But now that I'm certified, I'll have more views. You know, more videos up. But anyway, thank y'all for watching again, and I will catch y'all later. Peace and love. I'm gonna go eat, drink some water, and play Roblox. Period. In that order. And bye. And I will see y'all again later. Peace and love. Bye.